Alright, everybody, if you're watching this on the same day of streaming, I just finished playing Destiny 2, which was okay, but it's time to get back to the real loot fest. This is, of course, Diablo 3 Season 11 Hardcore. Now, you may be noticing I'm playing a different character. I started another Necromancer to try out a different build, and I liked it so much I kept playing, and now I'm a little bit further ahead with this one than my previous. Let's see, 36 versus 33. So, Dead Riser will now be my backup, as I'm going to be showing off a new build I've been working on that has been getting pretty crazy in terms of its power and hilarity. Almost died a few times as well, so we'll need to watch out for that. But let's get into play here, and I'll talk a little bit about what the build is now. Once the game finishes loading up, this one is still not completely finalized yet, but it feels a lot more secured or a lot more complete than the last one. So, here's what we have so far. I'm using the Death Scythe with the, now I have a 15% chance of inflicting enemies with a random curse. Instead of using Corpse Explosion, I use Corpse Lance, which just basically turns any corpse pile into an artillery shot waiting to go off, with my Command Golem now set to drop off corpses for me to use. I've been using Bone Armor as a means of providing defense in close range, and the Bone Spirit is basically my heavy attack. Right now we're going for these at the moment, but I'm sure we'll be mixing things up as time goes on. I'm thinking about swapping out Bone Spirit for maybe something along the lines of like Skeletal Mage or Army of the Dead. Land of the Dead sounds like it will be hilarious with the Corpse Lands, so we will have to test that out when the time comes. Now, as you can see, I got quite a bit of gear on me. Have a few legendaries we picked up. Let's get her that. And of course try to keep everything organized. I show something that gives me bonus to Corpse Explosion right now. There it is. But just wait until things start going off. It's going to be pretty fun. We don't need... we'll just repair it. So let us try. First off, let me just see... We're level 36. I know a lot of my gear is not at level. A whole lot of it is not at level. Let's see, can we make anything better? The next loot table is going to be at 40. So I think we should be good. It's time for our first rift. Which, considering how much I'm about massive damage over a wide area, this should be a lot of fun.
Enemies of the Nephilim surround you. I'm afraid not. I require a corpse for that.
Let me get my armor up. The only problem with Bone Spirit is the cooldown.
I'm afraid I must have a corpse.
So far I've been seeing the curse proc it, but maybe we'll get lucky. This is why I was saying about swapping out Bone Spirit. There it is. Because right now, it's just very slow use. Then we'll put on the Skeletal Mage again and use the Singularity. There's me with my badass bone armor. And the best was I just have to hold down the Bone Lance button, and they're just going to seek everything I paint the mouse on.
I'm afraid not.
Go Bone Lance. And it snipes too, which is nice. I just need to keep remembering to cast our Bone Mage when time is available to us.
I need a corpse.
Remember, that guy hits like a truck too. I could use a better weapon though. And those bone spears, or bone lances, can also crit.
I'm afraid not. I must have a corpse.
So still, I am all about attacking a lot of weaker enemies at once. Oh, gotta be careful here. I think lifesteal will be also very helpful.
That is not possible. I need essence. I'm afraid not.
Any more corpses? And that's why we use the golem there, just to drop off corpses for the Corpse Lance bomb. Yep, she can use that.
Magnificent.
Don't use bone spikes, which is the only downside. It's a little bit faster. Alright. Again, with not having level comparable gear, it is a little bit tricky.
I need a corpse.
I should get my armor back too.
That is not possible.
How can you not like summoning infinite spears to kill your enemies? Need to get our essence back a little bit quicker. That's it. And there's our Ghost Mage just sniping everybody to death. we get Land of the Dead and I get infinite corpse spears, or corpse lances, that is going to be crazy. I think I will take... I think instead of that, I'm going to put on Dark Reaping and see how that plays out. Enemies within 10 yards are feared. That's fine. Again, once we hit level 40, I'll be able to get another... Let's quit that for the quests. I'll be able to get access to another loot table.
My essence is too low.
Whole trouble. That's 2 minion groups, isn't it? That's just bad news for me. Also, the armor is giving me, I believe, a... What is it? 30% damage reduction. Aha. Not too shabby. Go with this.
If you insist.
Oh, different one. Increase course explosion damage. Well, this is increasing corpse lance, so my mistake. So this will actually be better for me in terms of synergy. Oh, I got an achievement. What is dead can sometimes die. Wow. And you can start sniping again. Everybody gets a corpse lance. Let's take that. Oh, I see the problem. We're not using a scythe. So in that case, we'll put this back on. I need to get my hands on a necromancer weapon right now. What damage he's doing.
This world can abide you no longer.
Sounds like a legendary.
That is not possible.
And again, our mage just doesn't care. He's just sniping. sniping them all to death, isn't he? Our boys can handle these guys, right? It's actually not bad. We'll take that. We're getting more badass with our armor. Yeah, I'm not sure how ghosts give us corpses, but I'm not complaining. Again, once we hit level 40 and I can get access to some better loot, we will really be in a good place.
That is not possible.
Just use their friends to kill each other.
I understand so much more now. That is not
We're getting there. Oh, that's right, we have the ultimate now. Let's see what we got. All corpse kills can be used. Enemies in the land of dead are periodically frozen. Every 10 enemies kill extends duration by 1 second, so we have to kill 2 enemies. Kill 20 enemies to get 2 seconds. Your skills are not close essence, that doesn't really help me out. You're healed for life. Become an aura that consumes all corpses within 15 yards. We're just standing in a pile of death right there. Again, the thing about the Necromancer is that he's a little slow to get going because he needs corpses, but once he does, watch out.
That is not possible.
One more group should guarantee us the Guardian. Yeah, I need to get a sight. Come on. This room should do the job. There we go. And that's Rift. Oh. Loot 2.0 continues to screw me. Alright, another chapter bounty done, or season's journey done. We can do that, we can do that. That's going to be too difficult, and then just reach level 50. The goal tonight would be to hit maybe 60 if we can. Let's see. Not bad. Really tempted.
Laura,
Yes?
why do you keep glancing over at Kadala?
Oh, just making sure she is.
Again, continuing for 2 more levels. In terms of a better loot table. Maybe we'll get lucky and she'll buy, or she'll have something we can use.
From Tristram. My family came from there. The place has had some very bad luck, hasn't it?
Alright, I'll take that. Again, a lot of my gear is under level, so I should be getting upgrades. He needs to be level 10. There we go.
There ain't no god I sell things for cheap because I will just take them off your body again when you are dead.
That intelligence would be perfect.
They dig this stuff up, clean it off, and drag it here to sell it.
The price may be high, but the quality is
As the shepherd watches over his flock.
Alright, so we still have to kill Adria and Gom for the quest, but we can of course do that with a little bit more stuff. Let's see what we got. Have we done... I can now see which ones we've done so far. We've done 1, 2, 4, 5. I still need to do quest 3 or act 3 stuff. Oh, well, that's perfect. I'm supposed to kill him anyway. Alright, it's time to begin the killing.
I must have a corpse.
Everybody dies.
I'm afraid not.
Target command is frozen for 3 seconds. Your armor absorbs all incoming damage and grants immunity, but only lasts for 5 seconds, and it gives a 45-second countdown or cooldown.
I trapped some huge demons in the next room. I've been praying the doors will open.
Oh, I hear a treasure golem. Or a treasure goblin, I should say.
That is not possible.
Victory, my friend.
Amazing. With you around, we might just beat these demons after all.
Alright, we should just get some of my essence back. There he is. I doubt he's alone, though.
That is not possible.
That worked. I'm not seeing the sight proccing, though. Looks like we're going the wrong way. Not bad. Once we hit 40, though, probably a lot of this gear will need to be replaced as is. Will I find some corpses or some enemies to get some armor back in time? There they are. Get him.
Just over there.
That's a crazy amount of damage our skeleton mage is doing. don't even need to see him to snipe him with the lances. Is there one more? Yep. Looks like we have company here. And the Juggernaut has additional health, so it'll probably make sense to deal with his little friends first. He ran right into me.
I'm afraid not.
Not bad. Hey, Ogre. Glad you could make it to some more loot fest tonight. Yeah, I'll take it. I don't think we're gonna be needing that. Alright, Nom. I'm trying a new build out too, since you just got on.
That is not possible.
Wait, the car's actually procced. Gotta let my essence get a little bit higher. Oh, you damn ghost, hit the big giant creature. There we go. I actually had, this is a new character that I was testing out, and then it became my main by circumstance. Got him. Ooh. I'll take it. I still need to get my hands
You're too kind.
on a scythe. I want to get those bonuses. And I did bump it up to Master difficulty. We're going to keep it on Master probably until we get to at least level, I think, 70. And then we'll start going up the Torment paths. Oh, this should be fun. Alright, we'll kill him. The only way we know how. Artillery sniping them.
Give it more time.
Uh-oh. Frozen and fire chain is a very, very bad combination to fight.
I'm afraid not.
If they surround me, good chance they can get me killed. Come on.
I'm afraid not.
Stepping in that will probably get me killed too.
You must be the
Right on the tip of level 40. Yeah, well, it would be nice to get that goblin. It's probably not worth it to be chasing after him on hardcore mode.
That is not possible.
Especially when we've just procced a whole lot of enemies. something good. Freeze all enemies calling the explosion. Heal for 2%. Your curses cost 50% less essence and last forever.
You must be the great warrior we've been hearing about. I'm with you.
He's gonna die. We just need to get more of our essence back. Again, he's just sniping everything that gets in his way. Yeah, so if we can hit level 60, that'll probably be a good stopping point for the night. But we'll see what happens. Oh yes, this one. And every time we consume a corpse, it can spawn the health globes. Which is why we're getting a lot of health that just pops up out of nowhere. He just shattered, didn't he? Goodbye, eater, man flesh. One second, I'll answer your question, El Gordo. Alright, there it is. Yeah, there are different types of golems depending upon what rune you give to them. That's not bad. I'll put that in the maybe pile up in the upper right. Yeah, so you have the flesh golem, the ice golem, bone, decay, and the blood golem. Ew. We probably won't get off of a tiny little area while we're fighting Arcane and Frozen. Come on. No. It's very dangerous to fight Arcane guys. Well, that's nice. One of his minions got stuck on a corner. I need to try this out just for my own hilarity. I want to see what Land of the Dead does. I see a big enough group to make it worth our while.
That is not possible.
Got some bone power.
My insight grows.
Come on. Give me a big group. Alright. Infinite corpses.
I'm afraid not.
Aw. Only 10 seconds. There's a decay golem. When you take lethal damage. And that's kind of my emergency recovery skill. Once we get a skill that can reduce that cooldown, probably with a set piece, we'll be really doing well with that. We'll try crafting some gear once we get done the Underbridge.
That needs to recharge.
Keep setting the spikes out. Okay. I don't know what the signs are for the curses. Alright. Let's put back on Singularity. Once we start getting set pieces in the end game, that will be where we'll begin to finalize our build.
This world can abide you no longer.
Kill him. Just corpse lance sniped him. About a quarter of the way left.
This world can abide you no longer.
Go, corpses, go. I can actually snipe these fire mages now with the ability. As you can see, we're also at the point where leveling is beginning to slow down. I could raise it up to Torment, but again, this being on hardcore, it's a little bit risky. Not bad. I heard a goblin, but I don't see him. Once we get more crit chance and damage stacked, that mage is going to be doing some massive damage. There he is. Don't mind me, I'm just sniping everyone with the bones of their friends.
That is not possible.
Not too shabby. Where are you? I have no idea what the set items are for the Necromancer. I'm trying to leave that as a surprise for when we get there. Alright, Army of the Dead. That's pretty badass. if I... Alright. Now it's very important for me to start crafting some gear at the new loot table. Alright. None of this I can use. Although probably could socket some things. Alright. I accidentally did the item I was holding too, I just realized that. That's weird. I wonder if they haven't balanced the items yet for the Necromancer. Because you can see that the other items have their correct loot tables. Well, that doesn't help me. I know this is the most exciting part. We're not using poison skills, except for the scythe. Come on. Give me something good. Alright, we'll go with that for right now. Chest piece is alright. Alright, we need to get some better gear though. And hopefully the game will be kind tonight. Oh yes, this quest. To remember to get the armor up as quickly as I can.
To recharge.
So stun going. Hit him and then back the hell up. Just let them do the sniping for me. Get him.
May their corpses rot here forever.
Not bad.
The night embraces you.
Don't even want to keep that massacre bonus. Nice hit. They haven't fixed those things yet either. I don't think they ever will at this rate. Die. Being able to target snipe these enemies is also really helping out. There we go, finally got some on the map. Let's deal with him before he decides to do anything else to us. Oh, stand there. And that's what makes Boneland so powerful, is that it's any corpses on screen that will pull from. Goodbye. Ah, 1 second too soon. Come on, give me some loot. Now they're all going to appear.
That is not possible.
And now we just hang over here and let the lances do their thing.
I have trained well.
They can kill him, right? Alright, so now enemies are frozen in the land of the dead. Additional, but only lasts 10 seconds. Hoping you get it from this angle. Those things just keep on trying to get us. Gotta love that bone armor, right? Snipe him. There's also another corpse lance that lets me spawn more, or lets them hit multiple targets, which may be worth it. Now we can use a bow. When I command my skeleton, it increases their attack speed too. This is a corpse emergency. While it may not look it, those mages can be killed. Let's not step into the molten goo if we can help it. Back out. If I wanted to, we could switch to a range spell. But I want to try out something a little different. Now that is really nice, and please someone remind me not to break that down when the time comes. Now I'm afraid it's time for the not so exciting part of hunting down the last gate. We could get lucky and it's like right down this row, or it could be a minute or two. What will it be? This looks like a job for some spikes.
I'm afraid not.
And not to stay in the death field again. Kill him. There it is. Go team. We're getting a lot of Arcana chance tonight, aren't we? Roll out corpses. The one thing you don't want when you're a necromancer. And if I didn't point it out, my bone armor, when I activate it, also stuns nearby enemies. Which is why I'm trying to run in and activate it whenever I can. That doesn't help me. No. That's actually not all that bad. Because remember, that's a one-hand weapon compared to a two. And they've redesigned the weapon so that two-handers should always have higher damage than their single-handed counterparts. Alright, here they come again. And here they go. They're fine. Well, that definitely doesn't help me all that much. Although life per hit would be really nice. Scroll impact. Now that's interesting. When we get to that one, I lose 2% of my health, but I will shoot a double lance each time I activate it. Bone Spirit. That doesn't help me. Alright, one more quest. Oh, is this the King of the Hill one? I think it is. So I started at level 36 for the evening, and we're almost 10 levels up. This can be an annoying quest. Maybe we'll get lucky and we won't get the barbarians. Oh, for those of you who are new watching the Diablo 3 plays, in one of these situations, we had an enemy get hit by a trap, and they immediately dropped a legendary. It's just like a perfect moment of serendipity. That mortar's hurting. Jeez. Thank you, mage. I really can't command the mage, unfortunately.
That is not possible.
I just have to target one enemy and hope he'll finish the job.
I'm afraid not.
These big guys are very durable, as you can see. Oh. Come on, Scythe. Please drop. Oh. Alright, now it's time for some fun.
That is not possible.
I just thought this could be a whole lot simpler. With an army of the undead helping us.
That is not possible.
That's it. Corpses for everybody. We're still a little bit under par, what I would like to see right now. Now, unless we get lucky and get a better weapon, I'm not sure if we will be able to match it. It's close. Let's see what we got here.
I am returning to town.
Alright, so that's all the journeys done, or all the objectives done for that. Still need to get Jeweler up. Oh. No legendary. Well, there's our... Oof. It's not bad. It's a scythe at least. But it's not really screaming. I should put that one on. I've begun the hoarding process again. I don't think he's gonna let me build a new one. Yeah. Now I can't go down to level 26 weapon, that's just not gonna work. We could use our blood shards, so it's better to conserve them when we hit 70, and then we get the chance of getting our better stuff. Alright, so I'm level 45 right now. if things go accordingly, I should hit level 46, 47 by the end of the rift. And we'll probably begin to wrap things up.
Your birthright.
Give me time.
Get out of here, you. The fact that these things can crit is just icing on the cake. Your attack speed by 1%, so I go 15% attack speed. Trying to see if there's anything that will increase our. Yeah, let's go for this. So I'm not sure the curse is really helping us all that much. Notice the difference here. I think our weapon is so slow it's not giving us that big of an increase. Plus, they're all stuck right there.
I'm afraid not.
I think the curse maybe is there for at least right now.
No.
Come on, kill him. Yeah, we are a little bit under for this part. Yeah, let's go for it.
I'm afraid not.
Oh god.
That is not possible.
Something like kamikaze guys on one horse.
I'm afraid not.
Then we'll go back down the cursed.
No.
Let's see what the one can keep summoning. one really good weapon away from dominating these guys.
Give it more time.
Oh god.
That is not possible. I'm afraid not.
Doing really decent damage. But I feel like we can do more. I wonder if Decapitate would be better. About to level this.
I must wait.
You know, I think we'll go back down to execution. Frozen Army. That's right, my armor's gonna run out. I think I missed something.
That is not possible.
Let's see if we get anything better on the next floor. I think given the time, we'll probably say goodnight after this rift.
I must wait.
Why don't you change the skeleton?
That is not possible. That is not possible.
Yeah. get a better weapon. Way too slowly.
That is not possible. The grave beckons.
Let me head back to town for a second. I need to do some upgrading here. Okay. That should help out. Now let's get back to the killing. Again, we're not going to walk into that. Switch over to dark reaping here. Let's see how this goes. Knows a difference? Seems to be going a little bit faster. Yep, this is definitely hardcore, Rob. It's always a question of when you're gonna die, not if. It does seem to be filling a lot quicker. I have one that's super early on, but so far nothing of like incredible note. This is my second character, technically my third character. I have a backup in case this one dies.
That is not possible.
From above. Yeah, so at this rate we will definitely hit level 47, but I don't think we're going to hit level 50 before the stream is over. Unless we get a conduit pylon.
I must wait.
Wait a minute, something's not right. No, this is good.
Unclear now.
Come on, team.
Here the end. I'm afraid not. Weakness consumes you.
I guess I could remove the bone armor if I wanted to. Maybe try more skill. Where's the mage cost 10 health to cast? Nah, that's not fine. Reduce all essence cost by 2% for each corpse consumed.
This world can abide you no longer.
Oh, cool. So you can cast multiple mages as long as I fill up on essence. I thought it was just one per shot. Ooh. Oh, this could be bad.
That is not possible.
Good old sniping. Nope, I think this will do the job. No, then I want cold better. Yeah, sure, we'll wear that.
A gift?
Where are we at? Of course. Any second now. Kill? Or there you go. Alright, let's back up to a little wider area. He should be chasing. That. Is there anything that gives me a bonus for essence here? No, not yet anyway. I think it's time to call it for the night. But first, I would like to see if we can get a socket into this. Wrong one. Socket. Oh, that's actually kind of easy. Doesn't sound like I'm destined to use a scythe. Let's see. I'll go with extended servitude for right now and see how that plays out. Alright then, I believe it's going to be time to say goodnight. So, not a bad night's work. We are 3 away from 50 and completing the first season chapter. At this rate, I figure next stream we should either hit 60 or get really close. And then from there, we'll see how far things will go. So again, for those of you watching this live or recorded, let me know how far you'd like to see me go. And check back for daily discussions on game design here and on GameWisdom.com, where we examine the art and science of games. And of course, be sure to like and subscribe if you're enjoying. But this has once again been Diablo 3 Season 11, and we'll keep going as long as my guy is still living. So, until next time, have a great night.